Hey, what's up, everybody? Koballa here with another video, and with another video, another 30-day challenge completed. This one wasn't too difficult of a challenge, as it was a challenge for me to read 45 minutes a day for 30 days. Now, out of the 30 days, I only missed one day, and I made it up at the end. So, I kept my challenge. I did a pretty good job of giving myself 45 minutes just to focus on just reading a book that I was interested in. And usually for me, I do read from time to time, but lately I haven't been reading as much, so I wanted to make a point to read a book that I was really interested in reading for some time. Now, usually with reading, if I'm reading a book, it'll take me a while to read it because during my schedule, it's just not a priority for me to want to read. And I usually would read while I'm traveling. That'd be the best time. Or if I'm on like vacation or something, I take a book with me or my Kindle and I'll just read on something that I'm interested in at the time. And yeah, throughout my busy schedule, there's just other things that I need to get done or rather do than read. So I want to do a challenge where I could just focus on reading, and it wasn't too difficult. It was good. It's always good to set aside time to read something that's engaging, that's educational. I like reading books that are informative or, self help books. A lot of things that I feel like would be beneficial for me or something I could draw from. And so my experience was good. It's good to just set aside time to just relax and just to read and to learn. And so the book that I read was called Evidence That Demands a Verdict by Josh and Sean McDowell. And this is a faith based book talking about kind of the arguments of why Christianity has its validity and why there's evidence to back why it is legitimate. That the Bible is legitimate, how the Bible came to be, and how it was compiled over time, and why there's legitimate good evidence and good proof of why the Bible's trusted source to have for historical accounts or just a lot of uh, historical events that happened in the past, dating all the way back BC to the times that Israel was created to the point of Jesus. And so I found that book pretty interesting. I didn't finish the book. I'm probably like 1/3 done. It's a pretty lengthy book. It's like a 800-page book, and so I'm still getting through it. I haven't finished it yet, and hopefully I'll finish it as soon as possible. But it is a lot of material, a lot of pages to read. But I think it's pretty good. There's a lot of things about the Bible that I didn't know about. Um, Even being a Christian for basically my entire life, and so I find it pretty interesting. I would suggest people to read it. I think it's a good book to read, something to learn about, especially about the history of biblical times. And so I came around it because I heard about the book um, around a couple people. I also heard it from one of the podcasts of the Joe Rogan Experience, with the guest being Adam Curry, who's like an American podcaster, media personality, and he kind of talked about discovering the concept of God and what it's all about, and came across the book, Evidence That Demands a Verdict. And so that book's always been on my mind, and it's something I've always wanted to get around to. And so I thought with this challenge, this would be the book to read. And so it's a great read. I want to keep reading it until I finish it, and maybe it's something I could bring up in the future about how the book was. But I enjoyed the 30-day challenge of just reading and just educating myself. Obviously, there's other ways for me to educate myself. I personally like podcasting, but reading a good book is always good too. And so, nothing too challenging about that other than just being consistent and making sure that every day this is something that I have to do. So, we could take a quick look at the daily login of my Excel sheet of how the schedule went down for me. So, this is my daily log on the Excel sheet, basically keeping track of every day of when I did read. So, on the third day, you can see here on the 19th, that's when for some reason my day was just packed and I wasn't able to read, but I was able to make it up on the last day on the 17th. But every day I was reading since then, and again, really the challenge was just being consistent and not slacking off. So the fact that I set the challenge to do it, was what motivated me every single day to make it a point to read. And so I definitely would suggest reading. I think there's definitely books out there that could be beneficial for you, whether you just want it for entertainment, you want a good story, or you want a book that could help you, that could improve on a certain skill or learn, an interesting topic, learn something for education. I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons of why you want to read a book. And so, or you want to just know, draw something from someone's life, like reading a biography or autobiography. There's a lot of good content out there. Um, I definitely like those type of books too, where it's self help, you know, that are gonna build, some skills for me or point out something about myself where I can improve on certain areas of my life, or just educational, a lot of information about a certain topic that I'm interested in. Usually, those are the type of books that I'm interested in and like reading about. But definitely a challenge worth doing. Not too difficult to do, but just having the discipline to make sure to read every day. And so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this content. Another 30-day challenge coming soon. One more for the year of 2023. So I'm kind of glad that we're able to get these challenges done, completing New Year's resolution, and we'll do 1 year to finish off the year strong. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe and drop a like if you have enjoyed this video. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.